Be king of the pirates, I'm gonna be king.
What's up, you guys? Chase the Dark Sage here, and we are back with another Figuarts Zero unboxing slash review for the character Edward Newgate, aka Whitebeard, aka White Goat from One Piece. If you guys have been following the channel for a while, you guys know that I have actually been binging the One Piece manga since August, and I finally caught up as I'm recording this video to chapter 999 by the end of 2020. And I gotta say, One Piece, it doesn't get enough hype. One Piece is the GOATest shonen that I have ever read, that I have ever experienced ever. And I gotta say that my adventure with One Piece, it has been one of the greatest adventures I've had within this weed life that I've had. But right here is Whitebeard, one of my favorite characters from One Piece. And I gotta say that the introduction of Whitebeard, the way he comes in Marineford War arc, oh my gosh. Guys, Marineford War arc is probably one of my favorite arcs within One Piece. To me, it's one of the best arcs of One Piece. And I gotta say that Wano right now is doing a great job within the manga. Probably by the time I actually upload this video, chapter 1000 should be out. So I gotta say, Oda, clap it up, because you hit 1,000 chapters. Oh my gosh, especially for a shonen series. Whew, I gotta say props to Oda for this great series that he's created, and props to Oda for creating all these great characters that I want to get figures of. And I had to get my boy Whitebeard, which this was a Christmas present from 2020. This is a Christmas present for my girlfriend. So yeah, go ahead, comment down in the comments down below that she is the GOAT. But I am so grateful that I was able to get this figure, and especially looking at this Figuarts Zero right here. This figure is huge, especially within box size. It's just a huge figure. I didn't expect it to be this big, but obviously Whitebeard is a bigger character within One Piece, literally as in stature, and I guess you could say figuratively within the world, because he is one of the Yonkos within the world. But I gotta say that this figure, I had to get it. I had to get it. The way that Whitebeard comes in and he starts tearing Marineford just down, the way he's tearing them admirals down, the way he commands his fleet, the way he commands his captains or his generals within the divisions and things like that. I gotta say that Whitebeard is definitely a character that I do love. I just felt his presence throughout reading the manga, and I gotta say that Whitebeard, he is the GOAT. But before we get into this unboxing, before we get into this review of this figure, I gotta say shout out to my Patreon pledges for going ahead and financially supporting the channel over there on Patreon. I gotta say you guys are holding it down for me, so I gotta say I highly appreciate that. And if you are new to the channel, you haven't already, go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you do like figure content, anime content, manga content, and all type of things like that. And I do have a One Piece playlist on my channel as well, so if you want to see my journey, the documented journey that I have on my channel, go ahead, check that link if I put it up above an annotation card right there. And lastly, guys, if you want to follow me on all my other social media platforms, go ahead, check the links in the description down below. If you want to see your name shown at the beginning of the video like I did earlier, pledge to their Patreon. And I got some cool Dark Sage merch, Teespring link in the description down below. All my links will be in the description down below. So let's go ahead and get into this. This is the first figure that I'm actually unboxing in 2021. Now, I had to start 2021 off with a bang, especially with all the stuff that we have went through in 2020. I had to start this off with a bang, and I gotta say that this figure right here is fantastic. Figuarts, Tamashii Nations, they are doing a wonderful job with these One Piece characters. The only thing that I have a flaw with right now, just from looking at this little cover art of this actual character, the figure, his face, it looks a little weird, but then again, it's my boy Whitebeard, so I can kind of pass for it. It definitely gets his expression down, especially, but I kind of wish he would have had more of a like a cocky expression that he would have on his face, like a little smirk on his face. I would have rather had that, but he was going ham in Marineford. So let's go ahead and open this figure up right here. Here's all sides of the box right here. We got the front of the box showing the figure, and I gotta say, ooh, this bad boy is fire. I will give you some measurements at the end of the video. Right here, we got the side of the box. Got the back of the box, which I was showing you earlier, and it does pair up with an Ace figure right here. And that Ace figure, ooh, Ace used to be one of my favorite characters. He's not my top 5 no more after I've actually read One Piece, but definitely gotta get that Ace figure just because, you know, RIP to the GOAT. And it just goes with this Whitebeard figure perfectly. You gotta have, look, you gotta have the son with the father, if you get what I'm saying. We got this side right here, we got the front again, we got the bottom, and ooh, Whitebeard is looking fancy, especially with the little do-rag on right here. You know he got some mad hidden waves under there. Let's go ahead and open this box up right now. And ooh, right here we got the top of the box right here. This is an extra this is part of the extra battle lines of Figuarts Zeros. I have no idea why they're called extra battles, because I know I have a Dragon Ball Z one titled Extra Battle, but right here, I open the figure up, and we also have a little screw that actually goes with the stand right here. It didn't fully come out like the other pieces. Right here, we got the bottom of it right here where the screw probably goes. And usually with these Figuarts Zero figures, you actually can't take them off the base stand, so I definitely do like that because they do balance well without the base stand. But if you want to have like more of a cinematic look and you want to connect the other figures that go in the line as well, you can't connect those other figures. But right here, we got the figure. I'm gonna go ahead, take the tape off of this insert, and I'm gonna move the position of the camera because obviously I couldn't fit the whole thing within the camera view. So let's go. All right, guys, so after taking off the tape on the side of the insert right here, we actually have some extra screws or extra little base stand nails things that go in the base that I didn't notice that go, like I said before, at the bottom of this right here that replace these extra pieces that are supposed to go right there. But let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Right here, you can actually touch Whitebeard's face, which is weird because it's kind of weird. Let me note, it's kind of weird. This how goat Whitebeard is. This man doesn't have a beard. This is a mustache. First of all, this is a great looking mustache. But this man does not have a beard, but his name is Whitebeard. Let's move on, man. Come on. Let's go ahead and put this figure up right here. I gotta say that, whew, all this plastic, you know I gotta take this off. Ooh-wee. And oh my gosh, this figure right here is amazing. First of all, is this removable? Because this feels like it could be removed. You could actually take this off, which actually is a pretty dope accessory right here. You know, it's not accessory, it's part of the figure, but you can actually take his little staff thing off, where you can see that he's using his Goru no Mi, or whatever it's called, the Tremor fruit, earthquake fruit, or quake fruit. I don't know. I read the Viz translation, it was Tremor, and I kind of like the quake fruit a little bit more as a name. But right here is a little staff thing that he fights with. We don't get a lot of fighting scenes with Whitebeard, but when he actually fought all the people at Marineford, and when he fought that boy, whew, Goldie Roger, oh, when they clashed, especially when he had this little thing and he clashed with Whitebeard, Goldie Roger, whew. Let's go ahead and take a look at this figure right here. First off, we got that boy Whitebeard. His eyes looking a little funny. His eyes are definitely looking a little funny. They looking really tiny. Let's go ahead and look at all right here. Right here, you see he got the scar right here, which I kind of wonder how he got that scar right there. He got the X. He has the scars that he usually has on his body right here. My boy looking ripped. This man is old, but he is still looking ripped. He looking better than me. Right here, we have this little sash that comes from his little belt thing. We have his pants, and the pants with the wrinkle with the shadowing on it as well. Oh, this bad boy looks fire. And then you see the little smoke coming up from under him while he's actually, you know, creating an earthquake in the ground and things like that. You see that he has some broken earth under him. And you see that the smoke is all coming around him as well, surrounding him. Like I said, this definitely looks dope. I like the texture of it too. It's not nothing too different, but I do like the texture of it. It feels pretty firm, so it doesn't feel flimsy or anything like that. And I'm taking the base stand off because I accidentally started coming off. But right here, we got more of the figure right here. And if we turn it around some, you see that he got his Whitebeard coat. You know he got the signature Whitebeard sign right there. Looking dope. And right here, my boy is still looking ripped. My boy don't miss no days in the gym. I want to know how my boy Whitebeard got so ripped. And is he a giant? Is he like descendants of a giant? Probably by the time this video comes out, Oda will probably confirm some things, because especially with that Odin backstory and that boy Kozuki Odin actually traveling with my boy Whitebeard. Ooh. Nice little touch that Oda added. But right here, we got this jacket. You know, it's in this little action style pose because he is creating some damage at Marineford. You know he's creating some damage. And I just love the way this figure looks, especially how big he is, pause. But the way this figure is, the way it's posing, especially like this won't really warp over time where it's actually going to start coming down. This is actually holding it in place, so that way this coat won't start warping over time, so that way it won't fall down. It won't make it look tacky. I gotta say, this figure definitely looks amazing. The only discrepancies I have, which I had with my last figure, which was the Figuarts ZERO Crocodile from the same arc, the Paramount War arc, is the face. But the face isn't too bad because obviously if I'm looking at it from a distance, I'm not really looking too much at the face. But my boy got the little wave cap on. He got the little do-rag on. You know he holding the waves. He got the 360s. He look a little bald, but you know he got the 360s back there. Then he got this little dope face where he's looking like he's really concentrating. And you have right here that you can actually enter it back. This man looks like he is straining his body, which is a great touch because he is injured. He is old, so he knew he was going into his last battle. But right here, we have his little staff thing that you see right here. Like I said, this definitely does look dope, especially with the base stand right here. I will get some measurements at the base stand right here, and I will give you some measurements of Whitebeard as well. But I have no idea where I'm actually going to put him in the room because I have no place, I have no space on my actual One Piece shelf. But you guys already know what we do on the channel. You know I gotta get him into some dope poses, gotta get some dope shots of him, and I'm gonna give you my final thoughts of this figure. So let's go ahead and get on with the shots. Let's go. All right, guys, now it's time to give you my final thoughts on this Whitebeard figure. Like I said, this Whitebeard figure is fantastic. I rarely have a problem when it comes to my Figuarts Zeros. I kind of know what I'm getting into. These are the poor man statues, meaning that you don't have to pay those outrageous prices of $300, $400 for a nice premium looking statue. You can pay about $80 to about $90 to $100 for an all right looking statue. And like I said, this figure definitely encompasses Whitebeard. It encompasses his whole just aesthetic. It encompasses his mood, the presence that he has, especially that he had Marine Forward War. Like I said, guys, that's one of my favorite arcs in One Piece because it's just such a great arc in general. But like I said, this figure coming from the base stand, it is about 11 inches tall, and with the base stand, it's about 1 foot wide, which like I said, this is one of the bigger figures I have besides any of my 10-inch Funko Pops or my grade 8 SH Figuarts Vegeta. But like I said, this figure is a great figure. Like I said, he's one of my favorite characters in One Piece. Thankfully, Oda is still going within One Piece 1,000 chapters deep, which is insane. Like I said, guys, I am fully caught up, and I do like this figure, and I love the fact this is actually an attachment. Like, you can take this off and you can put it back on, which is easy too. Like, the fingers kind of mend to it, so it's not hard to put it in, but it's not hard to take it off either. And it kind of stays in place once you put it in, which I do like as well. Doesn't feel flimsy at all either. Feels pretty firm. But like I said, this figure, I believe this figure is about 100 to 120 bucks on Amazon. So if you want to check the figure out, I'll probably put a link in the description down below if I do remember it. But guys, that's it for the review. That's it for this unboxing slash review for Whitebeard, aka White Goat, because he is the GOAT within One Piece. Hey, Rogers, like, you know, this is like Rogers' like guy. This is the guy that Rogers was fighting. This is the guy that Rogers was competing with. So I gotta give my respects to Whitebeard. And he's one of the, you know, he's one of the captains that's actually wearing the do-rag. So we putting it on for the city. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. If you are new to the channel, you haven't already, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that post notification bell. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. Dark Sage out. Peace.
Here's how the story goes, we find out by the treasure in the grand line, there's no doubt. The pirate whose eye is on it, he'll sing, I'll be king of the pirates, I'm gonna be king. His name is Luffy, that's Monkey D. Luffy. Gonna be king of the pirates, he's made of rubber. How did that happen?